9 deaths. It is a miracle that the number of fatalities was not higher. It is especially bitter that 3 children and a Holocaust survivor were among the dead. It pains me to see how much damage was inflicted on a civilian population, and I want to emphasize again that Israel has our solidarity and support, as well as our partnership and friendship. We will continue to do everything to ensure that Israel's right to exist is safeguarded.
For more, we are joined now by Martha Miller, the Deputy Executive Director of NSI, the National Security Institute at GMU Law. She's joining us from Washington, D.C. Martha, thanks for being with us.
Thanks for having me.
Now, Gideon Saar, he stood alongside Germany's Interior Minister amid the missile wreckage, calling on Europe to reinstate UN sanctions on Iran. From a diplomatic perspective, how much momentum is there within Europe to trigger these said snapbacks? Is this likely something that's going to happen?
I think first and foremost, let me just say, Dobryn's visit sent a strong political signal. And his statement, much like the statements of Chancellor Merz, saying that Israel has been doing everyone's dirty work. They are sending a strong signal in general in terms of their support for Israel, not to mention that Germany itself, due to its the history of the Holocaust, views its self as, they say that their reason for being, the raison d'etre, reason of the state, is to protect Israel. So I think, the French have been pretty forward-leaning on this. I think the UK will get there. Dobryn can't speak for Germany on his own. The federal government writ large has to make that decision. I think if it were up to Dobryn, who's been a long-time supporter of Israel, I think he would probably be inclined to support it. That being said, I think the Europeans are also holding this. They view it as, something they can hold in their cards, so to speak, for diplomatic efforts with Iran. But that being said, really it's the U.S. sanctions that have the biggest impact on Israel. The E-3, it's more symbolic than anything else because it doesn't have the teeth that the American sanctions have.